Hi guys, welcome back to Toucan Tarot, and we've got a great one for you today. We are going to be looking at next month, so we're talking about July. What is going to happen in July? We've got three beautiful cards for you to choose from. I was going to say choose, can't get my words straight today. I've gone with a bit of an artiste vibe today. So the first card I'm going to show you is Sophie Calle, or it's pronounced differently, but I think it's Sophie Calle. Then we've got Pablo Picasso, the amazing Pablo Picasso. And then, of course, we all know the absolutely awesome Andy Warhol. So this is going to be your July reading. Cancer, well, all of you, but certainly the month for the Cancerians and moving on to Leo. But yeah, what's July looking like? Not necessarily just a love reading, but we're going to be looking at all sorts to see what we have in store for you. So again, we've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Do take a moment. I always tell everyone to take a huge deep breath in and really kind of focus on yourself and what the next month is going to bring, and see which card you are drawn to. I often say, guys, you know, sometimes you may be drawn to more than one pile. There may be messages in more than one pile. So if you are torn between one in particular, or you love all three, then again, just have a read and have a look through all three. I have put the timestamps down below so you can press those and get to them with ease, so have a look there. But yes, shall we start? So those of you that chose pile 1, Sophie Calle, this reading is for you. Now, I've done things a little bit different this time. Normally, if you've been to my channel before, you will see that I normally bring out the cards. Today I had a really great meditation and decided to pull them, was really drawn to pull them beforehand. So we've got a lovely pile over here, and I think we should get started. But this is for you guys, pile number 1. What is happening in the month of July, or what has July got in store for you? Let's go. So we're going to just dive straight in, as I mentioned. Right. So we've got all our picked out cards here. I'm just going to pop your crystal up the top there. And we've got the wonderful Sophie Calle, which is the sleeper. I've picked out a few different oracles and also some tarot. I can't get my words out today. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to just go through them. But I've got some high tarot, and we have the Lovers. We've got the Eye, which is the 5 of Pentacles. We've got the Star, the Page of Wands, Warrior Woman. We have some great affirmations, which I'm going to go through in just a second. Let me move these along a little bit. And then we also have the South Node. So let's have a look. I mean, you started with Sophie Calle, which is a sleeper. The actual card itself says, put on a good show for the surveillance cameras. Distance makes heartbreak stronger, and invade neighbouring states of privacy. I definitely, from the overall vibe, I've also got Warrior Woman as well. And even with your oracles, I'm getting a huge sensation, overwhelming feeling that this is going to be a month, you know, it's as if you've really been going at it this year. So, you know, you've been going non-stop and just constantly, I'm feeling like working the grind, do you know what I mean? You've not stopped. So definitely the month of July is going to really slow down for you. I want to almost say a little bit hermity mode, but not hermit as in completely closed off, but certainly when it comes to your mind, there's going to be a bit of a shutdown, not shutdown, but slow down is the right word, a slow down into what's going on. You've had something deep, you know, you've got the Warrior Woman here. And I'm going to read you out these cards now. We've got, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, pace cannot be disrupted. And really what's coming through here is, again, you know, you've had a really hectic year, and certainly for some of you so far, there's been heartbreak there for sure, or just even, you know, difficult times at work, just a really grueling, you know, almost like you feel like you've been bashed year before you. So the good news is that we're really going to see the tides turn in July. As I mentioned, you know, it's a time for you rest, recouping that energy, and really a time to kind of warrior woman. You know, regardless of whether you're female or male, it's time to bring out that warrior inside you. And that's certainly going to rear its head, you know, Leo, true Leo style in July. So definitely we're going to see a flip this month in many ways. We've got the Lovers card that obviously came out as well. So 100% I'm seeing new romance coming, which is great. Always love a bit of a little bit of new romance. For those of you that are in a real relationship, we're definitely going to see, you know, a re-spark of that. It is the month of the Lovers for you guys, so you are going to get someone new come in. Those that have been in that heartbreak, again, it's a new leaf. It's I almost want to say it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. You know, that vibe. It's really, really, really going to be a month of uplifting spirits, resting your mind, and starting to turn. It's a real turning point for you. I'm definitely kind of, it's coming through that you really need to kind of give yourself a break. You know, everything that's happened this year, again, I'm just saying that your mind's been a bit muddled, to be quite frank, with whatever it is that's been happening with you. So it really is, I'm just saying that I'm almost seeing a pat on the back. You know, you need to give yourself a pat on the back. You've done your best with the situation that you've had. You've done your utmost best. And it's been really hard at times, you know. But we're all human, is what I'm hearing. And, you know, I'm feeling that some of you haven't reacted to these stresses or this situation that's been occurring this year for you in the best way. But again, the message that's coming through, we're all human, you know, mistakes can be made, so you really need to stop dwelling. I'm seeing that you're really hard on yourself. That's where the pat on the back is coming from. You know, it's almost as if, give yourself a break. You've done what you can with what you've been given. And also really a message coming through to remind you that, you know, we never put in situations that we can't handle and that we can't work our way out of and work itself out. So everything that has happened, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, is going to make you stronger. It's going to make you into that warrior. You know, the universe always has a plan for us, is what I'm hearing from my guides. And certainly with yourself, this is a month where, you know, you kind of put a stop to that. You take a break from the self-bashing or certainly the feel of overwhelmingness that you've had in the last few months. And yeah, we're going to see a really new, vibrant energy. But exactly here, I'm going to kind of hold this one up. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. Oh, sorry, can you see that there? Conflict into growth and fear into love. And this really is your message this month. And that's what you're going to see manifesting for yourself. This is a really good affirmation my guide's saying to read yourself in the morning. Starting tomorrow, literally. You need a lot more love and empowerment. We've got the warrior woman here coming through. So again, this is the month where, you know, shit's going to happen for you and you're going to make that happen. So again, don't be hard on yourself. Everything happens for a reason. We mentioned the love coming through here, of course. And that's to do, you know, it's so cliche to say, isn't it, that when you're not putting out the right energy, you're not going to get the right energy back. When you're not feeling your best, you're not going to meet someone and all that kind of thing. It is true, you know, energy doesn't lie. And even if in your mind you're like, you know, but I've been great, well, energy doesn't lie, and you have obviously been down and so forth. But it just goes to show that with the power and the energy that's going to be coming through into you this next month of July, you're going to be attracting all sorts to you. There is going to be one in particular that you like as well, so that's super, super cool. The Five of Pentacles, you know, definitely to do with love as well, but there's more going on here than just love. I was going to say, you know, again, your eyes are twinkling much in this. That's the way I will put that in regards to love. So you're going to be attracting all sorts, but also there's going to be an attraction and an abundance of new opportunities in July. And again, it has to do with this empowering energy. It's almost as if you've said enough. Now we're going to start, and that's the energies that are going to be coming through, the vibe that you're going to be feeling in July. An absolute new start, where you can do anything. The world is your oyster. You're going to grab it by the fucking horns, excuse my French, and just absolutely go for it, you know. All this trauma and distress and the heaviness, you know, lifted on you, and again, I'm feeling that it's you guys, that, you know, yourself, that have really put this onto you. We've also got the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And again, month of realization. And listen to this now, because this is all what you need to be hearing right now too. You know, don't let the past hold you back. Your faith, you have to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. When you are in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. You know, we're the creators of our own peace, guys. So this really is your time to get going. I almost want to say like my spaceman. Do you like my spaceman, guys? I love him. This is literally you. I just had to show you them in full view. This is you in July. Literally, yes, off to the moon. You can do anything. And that's the energies that we're going to be feeling. I'm really loving the whole vibe of this deck, guys. I feel very much like this at the moment. This is my pile too. We've also got the star there. You know, again, we've got grounded, 1 foot in the ground, 1 foot in the water, looking up at the beautiful stars of what's to come. And again, it's just that energy of, you know, you're feeling a little bit more level-headed. You're going to be understanding a lot more what's happened in the past, why it's happened, but more with yourself. You know, forget whoever it is that's caused this conflict or heartache, or certainly for those of you, it might not have been a heartbreak, but a job situation or, you know, a life situation that's completely battered you, basically. Whatever it is, you're going to be starting to ground yourself with that now. My guide is just reminding me to remind you of how important it is to ground yourself, something you've not been doing much of recently. So whenever you can, you need to take kind of a minute, really take deep breaths in, put your feet firmly on the ground, doing a mini meditation, and again, a typical old school grounding ritual of, you know, making sure that you're rooting, imagine it going into the ground, etc., and so forth. So definitely ground more. But the world really is your oyster in July. It's a new beginning. Again, dusting off the old, rising up of the new. We've got the Page of Wands as well. And again, we're talking about new adventure, new life. I love the way this Page of Wands, he has this flower, this growth spurting out of his helmet over here, you know, looking for new adventures. And that's certainly where you're going to be on this month. Even though I get this love vibe come through, which is super exciting, and we obviously have the card of the Lovers, literally, you know, this is the month of you. You know, it's not about anybody else. And yes, because you are feeling so on fire and so energetic and so raw, ready to go for it, you're going to inevitably attract a ton of good energy back at you. And that's what we're seeing here. But, you know, it's about you. It's about the warrior woman inside you. Again, regardless whether you're a male watching this, it's about that warrior inside you. Note her there with a beautiful sword peeking out from behind. That's you this month. So super, super exciting. But yeah, it's going to be a real moment of realization of past things, and a new dawn, a new start, a new adventure, and a new journey. I'm really excited for you guys. This is looking awesome. I'd love to do, you know, if you have any more questions, I mean, this is just literally a tiny short reading today to get me back into the swing of things. I'm going to be uploading a lot more on YouTube. If you wanted to go into this in a little bit more depth, because there's a lot of points here, you know, as we spoke about, obviously, new love coming through. We spoke about a lot of trauma that's happened this year that's kind of got you in that mully feeling that you've been in. And yeah, you know, these blinkers are going to come off. Definitely, I mean, you know, this isn't necessarily blinkers that are going to come off, but like I said at the beginning, it's very much a case of it's time for collaboration of yourself. It's time for really sitting back and taking note of yourself again, which you have been doing, but all in the wrong ways. You've been thinking of what ifs, and I get a lot of you have been really daydreaming recently of what you wish the future held and that kind of thing. But this is about present. It's about finally resting mixed with enthusiasm, in the sense that, you know, it's about bringing it back to your own power and really taking time to kind of put your glasses on and looking deeply into your own soul, grounding yourself, realizing what's just happened, bringing yourself back together, and then exploding into this new venture. But if any of you do want, that was a really quick reading, so apologies at the speediness there, but if any of you do want a further reading, because I did hit upon a few things, I have just opened up my diary again All the details can be found below over at toucantarot.com, my website. And yeah, you can send me a message. But really great stuff in July happening. A new start. And again, I just want to leave you with these two. When I am in alignment with love, the universe, peace cannot be disrupted, sorry. And my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. This is the biggest thing. And again, you should use that as an affirmation in the month of July. Guys, what lovely reading. I really hope and wish you the best for July. You've got a lot of good stuff coming, a lot of healing, a lot of realization, and a lot of power about moving forward. Going into the rest of the year is going to be really sweet for you. You're going to be finding your own again, finally, after being a little bit fractured, shall we say, over the past. So, good luck. May the force be with you, and yeah, now is your time to shine. So enjoy July. Remember, ground yourself, and just remember, energy doesn't lie. Whatever energy you're feeling is the energy you're going to not only, of course, gather around you, but it goes both ways with good and bad energy. But you don't need to worry about that. July is looking fine for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments. I've not been on YouTube for a while, as you would have seen. And goddamn, I'm so bloody inconsistent, aren't I? It's because I do run my own business in the background, and this has always been really a bit of a hobby for me. But I love reading tarot. It kind of almost centers me a little bit. So I am going to try and do a lot more readings coming up. If there's anything specifically that you would like to know about, hit me up in the comments below, because I'm going to be doing a lot of readings and I need some heads up as to what questions you may want answered. But again, if you wanted more specifics and of course more time indeed, then just hit me up on my website down below and we will go from there. Amazing. Peace out, guys. I'll see you soon. And again, if you did want to pick one of the other piles, I'll see you there in just a moment. Thanks, pile 1. Enjoy July. It's going to be a good one. Pile 2, Pablo Picasso. What is up, people? Welcome. Sorry, I literally got a mouthful of cheese and onion crisps. I love them. Pablo Picasso. Totally distracted then, apologies. So, what have we got going on in the month of July? I've got a crisp on the eye, sorry. What's going on in the month of July for you guys? This, for those of you that watched me before, you'll notice I normally pull cards out as we go for good old Pablo Picasso, or for piles rather. I'm all over the show today. What is happening? But today I felt really guided to pre-pick cards beforehand, so a bit of a switch up in my normal readings. For those of you that haven't been to my channel before, welcome you all. Really nice to have you. Let's just dive straight in. I'm going to pop your crystal up there. As I mentioned, we've got a few different cards today, so I'm going to just fold them out. We've got a couple of beautiful affirmation cards. Let's have a look. We've got energy flows where my intention goes. Of course, Pablo Picasso. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. We've also got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? We have your dreams need a practical plan. That's the full moon in Taurus. And then I also pulled a couple of decks out. We've got the Lunar Soul Tarot and the High Tarot by my wonderful friend Dan Francis. So we've got the Anemone, 3 of Swords, and the Heron, 6 of Wands. And then we've also got 8 of Swords and 3 of Dis. Right, I'm going to be using my guides as well to give me some, hopefully we'll get some messages come through then. But yeah, month of July. I mean, the first thing that I'm getting, for sure, I almost want to say, there has been, I mean, quite a few similarities to pile 1, to be fair. There's been a big block for you. With you guys, I'm getting certainly more to do with work and so forth. I mean, it may be love for some of you, but really the work thing is really predominantly coming through. A change of career almost, or a big change of some kind, whether that might be moving or career, or perhaps if it is to love, splitting up with your partner. But definitely a big change going on here, and definitely that change is boiling down from within, and it's just kind of waiting to explode. You've been very distracted though. The biggest thing that's coming through is the distraction that you've had, and energy flows where my intention goes, and I'm seeing that your intentions, or certainly your focus, hasn't been on what it should be. And yeah, the biggest message that's coming through here as well from my guide is that It's time to concentrate, and the month of July will bring this for you on what is meant for you, not what you necessarily think that is, should be meant for you, if that makes sense. You think about it a lot. We have here, certainly with the full moon, your dreams need a practical plan, and they absolutely do. Going back to Pablo Picasso, he was great as well for having as many styles as it says here. Choose to have as many styles as you do lovers. Make something worth impersonating. It's as if whatever it is that you've been thinking of doing, something's been holding you back. And it's a thought of maybe you've had outside influences that, others don't think it's a good idea or don't think it's right for you. And again, this could be whether it be it's really strange. Normally it's quite direct, the guidance, but this could either be to do, and I know it's quite varied yet focused. It could be to do with a move or a big change in your love kind of situation, a matter of the heart, or literally a job. I have to say the work side of things is coming through the strongest. But yeah, it's almost like you've been dreaming in the clouds about doing something but haven't quite had the balls to do it, if I'm quite frank. And this month in July is really getting you to reflect on that, and why not is the biggest question that's coming through. Your dreams need a practical plan. What is it that you're clinging on to? We've got the crumbling here. What are you clinging on to? You need to literally let it go and let your true inner self come forward and what it is that you guys want to do. Not what you think you should do or what others think you should do. The more, I'm going to read this out to you because it's a wonderful card. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. We so often, guys, get caught up in what other people think about our own situations. And in reality, we arrive right here in this spot. We arrive on this planet on our own, and we all leave on our own. All that really matters is what you think, what your heart desires, what your head is asking you to do, what your soul and your inner feelings, apologies, I've got my bloody phone on, is asking you to do. So yeah, really a month of looking inside, and I know it's the worst analogy, but I always want to say growing your balls to really go for it and do what it is that you want to do. And that's what, your inner self is crying out for. Too many opinions around you, too many kind of offerings of advice, but really the only one that matters is your own. And again, with the Eight of Swords here, and I love this card, especially for this analogy that we've been talking about. And you see this beautiful woman, she's put herself up in a tower. I say herself because there's nobody else around. There's swords that literally surround her. She's bound her arms, and she has a blindfold on. She could easily unbind those arms, especially the cloth around her arms, especially with all those swords around her, and simply take the blindfold off and climb down that ladder. It's all there for you. It's just a case of you taking the leap, but only you can do that. No one else is going to do it for you. And this is almost, you've imprisoned yourself in confusion and other people's thoughts. Guys, you need to take that blindfold off, unbind your hands, climb down that tower and go for it. Again, what are you clinging on to? Start making your dreams a practical plan. We've got the Three of Swords here, and again, obviously we've got the Six of Wands and the Three of Discs, and what we're really seeing throughout July is the realization. And the outcome of that is that you're really gonna, the Three of Discs is a great card to show that, in the sense of here they are showing off their beautiful works that they've created, but you're not going to be able to do that unless you really start. You really pick up that baton yourself and start. Energy flows where your intention goes, so you need to get really focused. Again, your dreams need a practical plan. You need to get really pin laser sharper point focused on what it is that you want and just go for it regardless. Take that risk is what I'm hearing, and everything happens. Again, there's a few similarities to pile one here, so maybe go and read that after, because definitely I'm getting similar energies here to you guys in pile two. But the biggest thing is, wherever you do put your energy is what's going to come back at you, and if you don't focus on that, then it's going to swing by. And don't worry about taking risks and what if it doesn't work out, what if it's not the right decision. Everything happens for a reason, and you'll be stronger for those, you know, whether it be a good outcome or a bad outcome. But you know that you tried, and that's what I'm hearing here that you need to do more of, is really put yourself out there. But the good news is July's going to be your time for that, guys. So you're really going to come into your own this month, and it's about bloody time. My guide is saying it really is, guys. You know, so you need to just chill, relax, have a cup of tea. So that's going to sound really strange to a lot of you. I think most of my watchers are American. Guys, let me know where you're from down in the comments. I love to hear about, you know, the people watching, where you guys come from. But wherever, whether, you know, you might be in Spain, in which case, have a café con leche and chill. Or you might be in Australia. I don't know what you guys drink in Australia. A brew? I don't know. But, you know, just chill out, take a relax, and really think, uncloud all the noise around you, and really think what is good for you in this situation. And that's what and just go for it. You know, don't think too much, because that's what you've been doing. You've been overthinking and overanalyzing for a long time now. It's about action, the month of July. So again, energy flows where your intention goes. Point that intention towards what it is that you really want deep down. You know, my guides are telling me, you know the answer to these questions. It's not a case of not. But yeah, really just go for it. Much like my awesome spaceman here. Hold your hands up and be like, yeah, yes, I can do this. Because you can. And you're the only person, you know, my guides here is saying it's a funny thing when we worry about what others think, because you're the only person that's ever going to have repercussions from your actions. Other people can chatter, but you're the one that's going to feel them. You're the one that's going to live them. And what you don't want is to get further down the line and think, oh, I wish I'd have done that. That's the worst thing in the world that we can do. It's all about action. And what I'm seeing is that you're really going to be pushed into that energy this coming July. So this is really positive. But, again, it's going to take action from you. You're the only one that can bring yourself down from that tower. And now is your time to do so. Really lovely reading, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm going to finish off by just reading out this affirmation. Apologies for the short reading today. As you'll have noticed, I've only got back on YouTube recently, so, you know, I just get myself into doing a little reading today. I hope to do more. I do apologise. I'm so bloody, for those of you that are my subscribers, I'm so inconsistent. I apologise for that. I do have a full-time job behind the scenes. This is very much a hobby for me, but I enjoy it so very much. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below what other questions you'd like answered, because I do need some ideas for videos. But I'm going to leave you with this. The first one from my guide is that cut out all the chit-chatter around you. Thoughts, impressions other people have, they don't matter. It's all about focusing on yourself. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. It's up to you to free yourself. And the month of July, you're going to make it happen. So have a wonderful month ahead. Enjoy the summer wherever you are. Please let me know where you are. I love hearing where you're from. And yeah, we will chat soon. Again, much like I said at the beginning of this video, maybe one of the piles, you know, more than one or all three. It's a nice short reading today, so, you know, hopefully you might have time to watch all three if that's what tickled your fancy. But yeah, definitely have a look at the other piles if you were inclined to do so. There may be messages in there for you. Number one was definitely a similar kind of energy to this, so perhaps go and check out that. But I wish you well. Again, block out all the noise, focus on you, and this is going to be your month. Yes, like Spaceman, yes. Take care, guys. Peace out, and I will see you soon. Andy Warhol, what is up, guys? If you chose pile number 3, Andy Warhol, this reading is for you. Welcome back, guys. For those of you that have just subscribed, hello, welcome to Toucan Tarot. For those of you that have already been here, apologies, I've been so lame in, you know, I've not been consistent at all, have I? I have a full-time job, guys, so this is very much a hobby for me, but I love doing it and I really want to do it more. So, yes, those of you that have you are subscribers and have seen my videos before will know that I normally pick out as I go along. However, I was really inclined and drawn today to pre-pick cards for each pile. So I have your cards here. They are a mixture of tarot and well, all sorts actually. We've got some moon in there, affirmations, an oracle. So yeah, I'm just going to lay them out and we'll see what we've got. But this is about the month of July. The first one that we picked out is the amazing, awesome Andy Warhol. He says, eat dessert before dinner, give your 15 minutes some time, and wanting can be better than having. So that's Andy Warhol there. We've also got, let's pull out these. So we've got Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Got some great affirmations. Attack pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I'm going to pop these up next to Andy. And then we also have any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, stillness. I love these affirmation cards. And anything really pretty, but yeah, they're awesome. And then we also have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Awesome card. And then we've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Moth, which is the Page of Wands. And we have the Two of Cups and the Sun. Quite a lot going on this month, guys. Definitely, you know, the biggest thing is that July certainly is going to be a bit of a healing month for you guys. You know, it's very rare this happens, but all the piles have got real similarity today. Of the, you know, I think it's certainly when the sun's actually in your pile comes out. There's a real gust of, and I'm feeling the same here as well, of really go up and get it kind of month, and kind of a month to wake up, a rising month for sure. So definitely that vibe's coming through for you. But we see here, again, attack pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation or merely calls for help. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, stillness. I'm definitely getting the vibe that, you know, I think I've got a lot of spiritual people that are actually probably watching this that may well meditate. My guide's saying you need to do it more, to be quite frank, and get in there more. You know, it's almost like you know what to do, but you've not really been acting on it. And the month of July, you know, you're really being urged to act on it. But really when it comes to yourself, we've got the Star Mother card. How can you mother yourself? So July is all about paying attention to you and working out what is going on there and why you perhaps have been feeling like you've been feeling, and kind of dusting that shit off, to be quite frank. We've also got, obviously we've got the Page and the Knight of Wands here, you know, new adventure coming. We've got the Two of Cups, you know, certainly a vibe of love coming through there. I think certainly for some of you, we're probably looking at a new love interest is the feeling I get, but also a real connection. That, you know, for some of you, perhaps that will be love, and for others it may be, you know, a really great friend or mentor type, not mentor, but a friend, or maybe a close relationship rekindled with a family. But definitely we're feeling, majority we're talking about a new person coming in here. And really happy times. So it really is going to be a bit of a mixed bundle for you guys, but essentially the month is going to end with a real bang, with a real new zest for life, and so forth. But you're being told to go for it more. And certainly when it comes to yourself, you know, like the great Andy Warhol says, eat dessert before dinner. You know, screw whatever it is you've been doing. I'm seeing almost a Groundhog Day for a lot of you. You know, you feel like you're in the same pattern and nothing's really changing. And, you know, much like I just mentioned in pile 2, the message that's coming through is, you know, if you want things to change, you must change yourself. And that's what's coming through. And I'm almost getting a feeling that a lot of you are like, God damn it, I know this, because you do. But it's almost being reminded and acting. Acting on it is the biggest thing. Acting on it. You know, give your 15 minutes some time. Again, exactly like Andy Warhol. Sorry, it's just started raining here. I don't know if you can hear that rain on the window. But give your 15 minutes some time, you know, give yourself a break. There's definitely, before we can start to unfold in the real kind of rawness, I want to say, that you've got coming towards the end of the month. The first part of the month is really recognising, it's like it's a bit of a wake-up for you this month. But really do spend some time with yourself. Do mother yourself, you know, do have that extra long bath, do meditate, do cook yourself something amazing and healthy and wonderful. Do give your body a break. Treat your body well, treat your mind well, and treat your heart well this month. So definitely there's a call for some real inner, you know, time. and what's coming through, and certainly the message that my guide's giving off here, is you really need to start to think about what it is that you actually want. Not what you... Oh, how to analyse this? Come on, guide, I need some help here in articulating. Yeah, it's very much a case of, you know, you've always kind of chased a certain thing, but what you're being asked to, and I think what I'm getting is that's very much because of outside influence, but what you're being asked to do here and really take on board is what is it that you really want. My guide is saying almost get a notebook out and start writing down, but not because you think it's the right thing to put, because it's what your soul's calling you to do. And that's what this month, you know, is all about with the Star Mother. It's about going back to your inner child and peace and figuring out what is best for you. Again, I've been drawn to go back to this message here. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So you need to figure out what it is, you know, that you need help with. Because you're definitely not in a happy mode at the moment, or, you know, necessarily the best space. And we need to start figuring out and looking at what the reasons that could be. And you need to dig deep. My guide is saying that a lot of you will definitely benefit from a guided meditation. For those of you that are, you know, really into the whole healing journey at the moment, you will know how to meditate. So definitely go into meditation. And what I'm being told is that, you know, there's more guides waiting to meet you to help you figure out this stuff, what, you know, the things that really matter to you. For those of you that are not used to meditating, listen, there's all forms of meditation. So many different types of meditation. The one that I'm really being guided to push you towards, though, from my guide is guided meditation. So, or if, you know, for those of you that haven't tried it, I would suggest guided meditation, because it will give you a kind of nudge in the right direction. I can offer help with that, so definitely hit me up if you need, and yeah, I can offer help in that way. But guided meditation would really benefit you, because there are guides and spirit guides that are waiting to meet you, and they have messages for you. And you know, this is all from within, and again, it's all about you and your inner self and what you really truly desire, because that's what you're being asked to focus on this month, and realize where that pain is coming from. Because it's something that only you can uncover. You can ask everyone else as many questions as you want, and they'll give you the best advice, no doubt you have, and people have given you advice, the best of their ability. But essentially, it's only you that can answer these questions for yourself. So it's about really digging deep and going down there, and finding those. The good news is that this month it looks like that's finally going to start to, you know, envelope out and happen for you. So it's a case of really mothering yourself at the beginning of the month, and then towards the end of the month you're going to start to see a lot of great stuff happening. As I mentioned, you know, we've got the Page and the Knight of Wands, which just speaks of such adventure, an earthy, grounded, I'm getting spiritual adventure, so really exciting. But remember, the energy that we put out, God, there's so many similarities to the other piles. Guys, it's really quick readings today, so I would definitely urge you to go and check out pile 1 or 2. If you have time, both, because there's messages in there for all of you. You're all really quite, they're all very similar readings today. Not similar, all different, but definitely I feel that there's messages in there which all kind of correlate. But definitely check out one or the other if you can't, if you don't have time for both. But yeah, it's a real time, and what I said to them earlier is that the same message that needs to be passed on to you is that energy doesn't lie. You know, energy, whatever energy you put out there is what you'll get back. And as you start mending yourself and really picking yourself up next month, you'll notice it all come back to you. We see the beautiful Two of Cups here. The energy is gaining momentum. We've even got the waxing moon. Energy is gaining momentum. You're going to start picking up and feeling so much better. A romance is going to appear, or a really great fucking connection. Excuse my French. And then as well here we've got the sun. So the sun's going to burst out for you. We see two people celebrating there. There's even a unicorn in it, guys. There's a unicorn. So, you know, the month of July holds much happiness. It's also a lot of time for contemplating and figuring out what it is that you want to do and what's right for you. Great stuff all round. It's like you've got a lot fixed into 1 month here, but it's really going to set you up for the rest of the year. And I'm really excited for the rest of the year for you, because this is the month where you finally peel back those layers, start figuring yourself out and going for what it is you really want, not just thinking about it but acting on it. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with that. Look after yourself, mother yourself, give yourself a break, meditate as much as you possibly can, try and connect with your spirit, guys, and have fun, guys. Enjoy. You know, for those of you that have got a lot of pressure on your back right now, the messages that's coming through is everything will work out. You need to live in the moment. You know, nothing's going to change right now. You know, whether it be that you've got a load of bills on your back or you've got family on your back or whatever it is, you know, that's still going to be there. It doesn't matter. Your frame of mind matters. So have fun, be bright, be bubbly, be big. You're going to be that whether you like it or not at the end of July anyway. So that's great news. And yeah, good stuff is coming to you. But this is a really rewarding month for you. July is going to be good. There's going to be, again, a bit of a bit of tearful moments, because there always is when we're uncovering ourselves. Certainly if you're doing it for the first time. But really, this is a month that's all about you. So enjoy the summer. Enjoy you. That's the biggest message. Again, I'm just going to pop this out there as a final message. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Isn't that beautiful? Meditate, 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 guys. Again, apologies for such a short reading today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do let me know where you're from. I love knowing where you know, people watch my video from. Give me a comment below. Don't forget to like. If you haven't subscribed, do so. I'd really super appreciate it. It's the biggest energy exchange you can do for me, is literally like, comment, subscribe. Oh, that set me up on my YouTube journey, so it'd be much appreciated. And may the love and light be with you, guys. May the force be with you. You've got this. Remember, be more spaceman. Yeah, to the moon. Right, peace out. Sending so much love. Enjoy your summer. You absolutely will. And I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.